The Journey to Confidence. Chapter 1. A New Beginning. Emma had always dreamed of speaking fluent English. She had studied grammar, memorized vocabulary, and practiced in front of the mirror. But whenever she had to speak with a native speaker, she froze. Her words disappeared, and her confidence crumbled. One day, Emma's best friend Sophia suggested something new. "Emma, why don't we go to the city's language exchange cafe?" Sophia said excitedly. "It's a place where people from different countries meet to practice languages." Emma hesitated. "I don't know. What if I make mistakes?" Sophia smiled. "That's the whole point. Everyone is learning. It will be fun." With some reluctance, Emma agreed. That evening, she found herself at the cafe, surrounded by people chatting in different languages. A friendly-looking man approached her table. "Hi, my name is Daniel. Are you here for the English conversation group?" he asked. Emma took a deep breath. "Yes, I am. My name is Emma." "Nice to meet you, Emma." "Don't worry, we're all here to learn. Just speak and enjoy," Daniel said encouragingly. For the first time, Emma felt a little more at ease. Over the next few weeks, Emma made it a habit to visit the cafe every weekend. She met new people, shared stories, and slowly became more comfortable speaking English. One evening, she joined a discussion about travel. When it was her turn to speak, she hesitated for a moment, but then started confidently. "I love traveling. Last year, I went to Italy. The food was amazing, and the people were very friendly." "That sounds wonderful. What was your favorite part?" Daniel asked. Emma thought for a moment. "I think the streets of Rome. They were full of history. And the pizza. The best I ever had." Everyone laughed and nodded in agreement. Emma felt proud. She had spoken without fear. That night, she realized something. She didn't have to be perfect. She just had to try. One day, Emma received an email from her company. They needed someone to give a short presentation in English to international clients. Her heart pounded as she read the message. "I can't do this," she thought. Speaking in a cafe is one thing, but a professional presentation? Sophia, always supportive, reminded her of how much progress she had made. "You can do this, Emma. Just prepare well and keep it simple." Taking Sophia's advice, Emma practiced every day. She recorded herself, listened to podcasts, and even rehearsed in front of her cat. On the day of the presentation, she walked into the conference room nervously. As she spoke, she focused on breathing and speaking clearly. To her surprise, people nodded and smiled. When she finished, there was applause. She had done it. Emma's journey didn't stop there. Encouraged by her success, she took on more challenges. She started listening to audiobooks, writing emails in English, and even helping others in the language exchange group. One day, Daniel approached her at the cafe. "Emma, you've improved so much. You should consider teaching English to beginners." Emma laughed. "Me? Teach? Why not? You understand how hard it is to learn. You can help others the way you were helped." The idea excited her. She decided to give it a try. And soon, she found herself guiding new learners. Watching them improve gave her a sense of fulfillment she had never expected. One evening, she stood in front of a group of students and said with a smile, "I used to be afraid to speak English, but I learned that confidence comes with practice. And now, I want to help you feel the same." As she spoke, she realized that she had come full circle, from a nervous learner to a confident speaker and teacher. And her journey was just beginning. Conclusion: keep learning, keep growing. Emma's story is a reminder that learning English, or any language, is a journey. Mistakes are part of the process. Confidence comes from practice, and every step forward matters. So, if you're learning English, keep going. Speak, listen, read, and practice every day. And most importantly, enjoy the journey. Story 2. The Power of Practice. Ryan had always admired people who could speak English fluently. He had studied English in school, but speaking in real-life situations made him nervous. One day, his boss informed him that he would have to attend a business conference where English was the main language. "Ryan, this is a great opportunity for you," his boss said. "Just be yourself and communicate with confidence." Ryan nodded, but deep inside, he was panicking. How would he manage to speak English for an entire day? That night, he sat down at his desk and started listing all the possible phrases he might need. He practiced greetings, small talk, and common business phrases aloud, feeling both excited and overwhelmed. He even tried recording himself speaking, but he couldn't help but notice his mistakes. Determined to improve, Ryan decided to practice daily. He started by watching English news, repeating sentences he heard. Then, he joined an online language group where he practiced speaking with others. He also spoke to himself in English whenever he was alone. One day, while ordering coffee, he forced himself to speak in English. "Can I have a cappuccino, please?" he asked. The barista smiled. "Sure. Would you like it with extra foam?" Ryan hesitated but then replied, "Yes, please. Extra foam." Though it was a short conversation, he felt a sense of accomplishment. It was his first real interaction in English without fear. Encouraged by his small success, he started talking to strangers more often, asking for directions, making small talk, and even chatting with taxi drivers. He realized that most people were patient and willing to help. The day of the conference arrived. Ryan took a deep breath and reminded himself that mistakes were okay. As he listened to the speakers, he took notes and focused on understanding key words. During lunch, a foreign delegate approached him. "Hi, I'm Alex from Canada. What do you think about the conference so far?" Ryan smiled nervously but replied, "It's very interesting. I am learning a lot about new business strategies. What about you?" Alex nodded. "I agree. It's always good to learn from different perspectives. So, what do you do?" Ryan continued the conversation, feeling more relaxed with each sentence. By the end of the conference, he had spoken to several people in English. That night, he reflected on his journey. He wasn't perfect, but he had faced his fear, and that was a victory. Inspired by his progress, he decided to join a local English-speaking club. Over time, his conversations became smoother, and his confidence soared. Story 3. Lost and Found in London. Mia had always wanted to visit London. When she finally got the chance, she was excited but also nervous. Her English was not perfect, and she was afraid she wouldn't understand people. "Don't worry," her mother said. "Just ask for help if you need it." With her backpack and a map, Mia landed in London, ready for an adventure. She had planned her itinerary carefully, but still felt nervous about navigating the city alone. On her first day, she visited Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, and the London Eye. Everything was breathtaking, but she barely spoke to anyone beyond ordering food and asking simple questions. "I need to practice more," she thought. On her second day, Mia decided to visit the British Museum. She followed the map but somehow ended up in an unfamiliar street. She looked around, realizing she was lost. She approached an old man sitting on a bench. "Excuse me, sir. Can you help me? I am lost." The man smiled. "Of course. Where are you trying to go?" "I want to go to the British Museum," Mia said slowly. The man pointed to a nearby street. "Walk straight down this road, then turn left at the traffic light. You'll see the museum on your right." Mia repeated the instructions to herself and thanked him. "Thank you so much." Feeling more confident, she started asking people for recommendations, for places to eat and visit. She even started small conversations with fellow travelers at a cafe. After exploring the museum, Mia stopped at a cafe. She ordered tea and started a conversation with the waiter. "Is this your first time in London?" he asked. "Yes, and I love it," she replied. "The city is beautiful, and the people are kind." As they spoke, Mia felt more comfortable. She realized that speaking English wasn't as scary as she had thought. That evening, she attended a group tour of London, where she met tourists from different countries. They spoke in English, and Mia found herself engaging in lively discussions about their cultures and experiences. By the end of her trip, she had asked for directions, ordered food, and made small talk, all in English. She returned home with more than just memories. She had gained confidence in speaking English. Inspired by her experience, she signed up for an English-speaking club in her hometown. She knew she had more to learn, but she was excited for the journey ahead. Conclusion: every step counts. Both Ryan and Mia faced challenges in speaking English, but they overcame their fears by practicing and taking small steps. Learning a language is a journey, and every conversation helps you improve. So, keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy learning English.